What is up, YouTube? Jaden Zexel, bringing basically a tournament update for today. Today I played E-Dragons we played the new September 1st ban list. Like, everybody there we were all playing it. And today I came in first out of, let's see, how many games did I play? I believe around 12 or 15. 12 to 15. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. But I lost one, and then I won the rest. And the one that I did lose, it put me in the loser's bracket, and I had to play like 5 people, which kind of sucked. But alright, let's just basically get into, what was good and what was not, and what I saw most of, stuff like that. So start off, 2 Blaster. Blaster was good just for the destruction effect and also for the special summoning effect. And it worked out really well because I did pitch Flameville Guard and Blaster to destroy a Steel Storm Roach, which that card was getting in the way, of course, but yeah. So 2 Blaster, 2 Tempest. For Tempest, basically, I only used it to search for the Debris Dragon to go into Star Eater, which is a card that I traded. I traded both mine, but you do need to run 2. But yeah, Tempest was a searcher basically, and also for that special summoning effect, which was still good. 2 Redox. Redox came in pretty handy. Redox came in he was more useful than all the other dragons, just because I run Swift Scarecrow, Max C, stuff like that, and it saw more play than all the other dragons did. Alright, Flameville Guard. Flameville Guard, level 1 tuner basically. You could spam it with Red MD. You could normal and then banish it, whatever like that, and it would still work, so it was still pretty good. Next we have 2 Light Pulsar. Light Pulsar was really good today, just because you could banish, your light and your dark, which you ended up milling off, and also just for that extra special summon effect where you could special summon a dark monster, a level 5 or higher dark dragon monster from your graveyard when he was destroyed. So basically, like Dark Hole or whatever, and you had Red MD on the field, you could just kind of special summon that back, basically, and yeah, it worked out really well. 2 Dark Flare. Dark Flare worked out. Dark Flare was probably one of the boss cards today, just because the fact that you could pitch a dragon and then send another dragon from your deck to the grave and then banish a target in the grave. It ended up putting in a lot of work because you could always banish one of your cards, one of their cards, and it would always work. So it came in handy. Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern, it didn't see that much play, but when it did, it was pretty useful because you could always search out your Red MD and in basically anything else you needed. And now the card that we keep on talking so much about, Red MD. Basically today this card was it was a game winner because you could just spam dragons all day, and it came in a lot. It was really handy actually. And also for the next card we have up, 2 Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon actually worked really well because you could use Red MD to special summon a E-Dragon and then go into a Star Eater and sync for that, which it was pretty good. And also it was a target for Tempest, which that's pretty good. Exploder Dragon. Exploder Dragon, it did not see that much play. Its effect never went off basically, but it was good to have because you could search it with Redox, and you didn't always have to search out the other Redox, which was pretty handy. Next we have 3 Hanzo. Hanzo put in a lot of work because being able to search out your Super Trance and then basically just sitting on that for a turn because we all played new format, right? So, you know, Solemn Judgment's gone, half the traps are gone. So basically, you just sat on that and Super Trance. So when they normal summon, you just Super Trance, send both to grave, and then special summon an E-Dragon from your deck. Or whatever dragon that you need, basically. And yeah. It's also a dark target, which is good. And then we have one Lila. Lila, I was actually thinking about switching this out with a Raikou, because for Lila, you can only destroy a, spell or trap, which, most of the traps got hit, so that still didn't come that much in handy. But just being able to mill off 3 was pretty good. And also Raikou. Raikou was very handy because you could destroy whatever cards you wanted. You could mill off 3, which, that's good because of your dark and light, because it's a chaos variant, basically. And BLS. BLS. Basically, when you summon this card, you did wonders, because you could banish with it. You could banish one of your monsters, which means you could basically just banish one of the E-Dragons, get off their effect, and then get whatever other cards that you needed. Or you could banish one of their monsters or attack over it, and then attack again, which is really good. Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Sorcerer, I only summoned it once, but when I did summon it, I banished a Shien, a Grandmaster Shien, I believe. That's what it's called. Synchro for 6 Sams. And still, I ended up synchroing with it because, you don't really need it that much after you banish. Next card, Card Trooper. Card Trooper, this card saw a lot of play. And I ended up milling a bunch of good stuff off, but still, it helped to also have that extra draw when it did get destroyed, which is good. Effect Veiler, 3 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is a light target, basically, and it negates stuff. That's basically what it does, which makes it good. 2 Max C. Max C was not used that much because there were a bunch of slower paced decks today. But it did come in handy because of... My bad. It did come in handy because of Redox. You can also banish it with that, which is good. Gores. Gores came in handy a lot because I would always have an open field or anything like that because I didn't draw into my traps that much. So I would just, special. Bring out a token, got 2,500 because you attacked me with Stardust, which was, that's good. 2 Trag. Trag and basically all the hand traps saw a lot of play because, I would just sit there on a handful like a Gores, Trag, Swift Scarecrow, Battle Fader, and just sit there for that turn. I'd be like, alright, you gonna attack me? And he's like, nah. I'm like, okay, that's great, thanks. Just clog up my hand, basically. 3 Battle Fader. Battle Fader was really good because when you special summoned it, most of the time you always had the the Effect Veiler or the Flameville Guard, so you could just normal summon with that and synchro for Formula Synchron, and then draw one off that, which is helpful. 2 Swift Scarecrow. Swift Scarecrow also came in handy because it is Earth, and basically it just negated the attack. So that's... Oh yeah, I did play Chaos Dragons. That was the only deck I lost against, and I was dropping like Battle Faders and Swift Scarecrows like the entire time. My bad. Gold Sark. Gold Sark, even though it's down to 1, you only need 1. Because Gold Sark, basically, since, it's not like E-Dragons or whatever are the main focus of the deck, but still, they can still be used, and you can still get off your targets for that. 1 Dark Hole. Dark Hole, basically, it just punished the overextending of the Chaos Dragon decks. Because there were a bunch of people that playing Chaos Dragons and stuff like that. I did play a Vylon player. Like, I've never seen a Vylon deck before. But yeah, Dark Hole would just basically punish the overextending of everything, basically. And then 3 Super Trance for your Hanzo, and basically to get out what dragons you need, stuff like that. Now, a card that came in, like, a card that was just amazing today. And basically, once you played it, you won. Because basically, all your E-Dragons and their effects would banish your dragons. So then you could just, activate that card and basically win. What this card does, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure you do know, but you just pay half your life points, special summon as many monsters as possible from your that are removed from play. Basically, once you use that, if they did not have an out for that, you won the game. Because, well, there's no reason you shouldn't win the game. Because I special summoned 4 E-Dragons and 1 Effect Veiler, synchroed with that, overlaid for Big Eye, took his Red MD, and then I summoned Debris Dragon, synced with one of the other E-Dragons, and went into Star Eater. And then I believe I had an extra blaster on the field. And then I attacked for game, basically. So the return it put in a lot of work. Here, wait a sec. There's a card in my binder that I gotta get that I forgot about. That came in. It was really good, actually. Basically, Leviair. I played 1 copy of that. 1 copy of Leviair. Basically, when I activated the card, it was really good because I ended up banishing Hanzo for, one of the Chaos Dragon things, one of their effects, and then because I had taken control of his level 3 Vylon card or whatever, so I overlaid for Leviair, specialed Hanzo, and then went for Gaga Cowboy, and basically won the game because he only had I believe 500 left. But yeah. This has been a updated, kind of tournament diary, stuff like that. And I am not playing all the E-Dragons, you will notice that, because Title sucks. Title's not that great. Because there is no Water Dragon targets, basically. But yeah, this has been a tournament diary, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.